Yo, what's going on, guys? Come here. Today we're gonna be talking about am I the asshole for uninviting my fiance's work wife from our wedding? So a little bit interesting, right? Work wife, which is a bit of a red flag right there when you're about to get married. Let's hear the context. I, a 29-year-old female, am supposed to be marrying the love of my life, 31-year-old male, in a few months. We've been planning this wedding for over a year and it's been a beautiful but stressful experience. But there's one person casting a shadow over everything, and that's my fiance's work wife, Lily, a 30-year-old female. Let me backtrack a little. My fiance and Lady have been friends and co-workers for around 5 years. At first, I was honestly relieved he had a good friend at work, especially since his job can be demanding and a bit isolating. I tried to be cool, understanding partner who wasn't bothered by how close they were, but over time, the bond became, well, it became something I just don't know how to handle. Lady is a huge part of his life. They text constantly, often late into the night about everything from work issues to little jokes. She knows things about him that I sometimes don't, and it's thing to realize how much he turned to her for advice and laughs instead of me. My fiance reassures me that they are just friends, that she is just his work wife, and that it is no big deal. But it feels like she is going to so close that I sometimes the one on the outside looking in. As we got deeper into the wedding planning, Lady started chiming in with her opinions. She had suggestions about our venues. It doesn't feel like him. Our flowers. He is never like bright colors, remember? And even my dress, mentioning offhandedly that she knew his style and could help me pick something he loves. I tried to laugh it off, but it hurts more than I wanted to admit. Here I am planning my wedding, and I feel like I had to measure up to her view of who my fiance is. Last week was our engagement party and it was supposed to be such a happy day, but I kept noticing Lady glued to his side. I tried to join their conversations, but every time she bring out a word story or inside joke, that left me feeling like a dirt wheel at my own engagement. Then, in one of the worst moments, I woke up just as she was saying, "You know, if you would change your mind, you could always marry me instead." My heart sank. I didn't know if she was joking or half serious, but my fiance laughed, brushing it off like it was not a big deal. Wow, that is cruel, unprofessional, and cold hearted. You know, if you change your mind, you could always marry me instead. That is not a funny joke at all. I couldn't just let it go. I pulled my fiance aside later that night and told him how inappropriate her comment was. He looked at me, surprised, and said I was taking it too seriously and that lady was just playing around. I felt like I was going crazy, like maybe I was seeing sometimes something that wasn't there, but how would anyone be okay hearing that from someone so close to their fiance? The last straw came toward the end of the night. Lady had a few drinks and she came up to me asking if I was really okay with how close they were. She said something like, I mean, I can't imagine him with anyone else. It felt like a knife to my chest. I wanted to scream, but instead I just walked away. Later, I told my fiance I didn't want her at our wedding. That was too painful to have someone that there who clearly saw herself as part of our relationship. He got defensive, saying I was overreacting and letting jealousy ruin a friendship he cherished. He even implied that uninviting her would damage his reputation at work. And now he is barely talking to me because he says I am making him choose between his best friend and his fiance. I don't know what to think anymore. I feel hurt, small, and like my feeling doesn't matter. My friends support me, but his friends think I am overreacting and letting insecurity ruin our relationship. Am I the one blowing this up? Or am I right to want some respect and boundaries? Am I the asshole for asking to uninvite her from our wedding after everything that happened? Let's see some of the comments first before I comment on my own opinion. Not the asshole, to be honest. It sounds like the two of them are having an emotional affair. Her comments are completely inappropriate, and fiance's willingness to side with her and to choose her over you is hugely concerning. I can absolutely predict on the day of the wedding, she is going to try to answer herself into everything. It sounds like there's a level of jealousy here, and based on what she did at your engagement party, this is going to escalate on the day you get married, and then you can likely look forward to the future of her inserting yourself into your relationship. The home you buy, the children, and your husband is going to keep allowing this happen. You need to ask yourself if you can live with the trouble. So first thought of this is like there is kind of like a demon, right? A kind of, you would say, a third will, but she hide it so well, right? Because she will like be, the husband would be like, oh, this is my work wife, and nothing is going on between them. But truth is, there's everything wrong with this kind of relationship. When you need advice, you're supposed to go to your closest person, right? But instead, the husband goes to the work wife instead of the soon-to-be wife, right? If there is like something major decision happens, first thing that your husband goes is the work wife instead of the actual fiance that is about to be turned into a wife. And the comment is right. The work wife will always stay in the husband's life, right? Because once you have kids, once you have buy a new house, or once you like buy a new car, or even getting a new dress, she gonna answer everything. I wonder the work wife is in a relationship or not. It feel like she is really really jealous of the husband, and she just imagine that the husband and the work wife can just be together. But in reality that is not the case. And 100%, no question that the comments that she made was very very inappropriate, because she said that if you don't want to marry her, I'm always there for you, like you can always marry me, like in an engagement party. Like that is not funny. I would not find that funny at all. So I think it's justified to uninvite her, because getting down to the bottom line, that I feel like she is toxic in the relationship, and it can be really tough because the husband is kind of being defensive, being saying that, oh, I want to keep that friendship going. I don't want to uninvite her. Only way to solve it is do a clean cut, right? Either move job, move city, or the husband choose you. Because if you don't put down your boundaries, I think the husband and the lady gonna continue to kind of mingle with the husband even after marriage, and I don't think that's the right way to do it. If there's an argument, the husband will go to the work wife asking, hey, what's going on, what do you think about this? And she is just gonna continue to break down the marriage and not try to fix it per se, because clearly it sounds like the work wife is very interested into the husband, right? So hopefully they can solve it. Lily, the work wife, Lily is just, I feel like, just very toxic in the relationship, and I feel like the wife just need to put down a firm foot, saying that enough is enough. She cannot take this any longer, because she been missing out on the jokes, been missing out on the important conversations, been missing out on life stories, and the husband is not 100% in the bag to marry her. The husband is more like 50% her and 50% Lily, the work wife. And in marriage, you need to be 100%. So I feel like she is definitely like not the asshole here, but like clearly stating that the work wife Lily cannot attend the actual ceremony. If she does, she will make everything worse. Look at the engagement party. Made a lot of inappropriate comments about it, and told and asked you a lot of inappropriate things too. So hopefully the husband will choose the fiance, because if truly in the bottom of the husband's heart he loved the fiance, he will choose her. But if he is like 50-50, like 50% with Lily and 50% with the fiance that is 29-year-old female, then it's gonna be a big problem, because a marriage cannot be successful if your heart is 50-50. You need to be 110% to one person only. That's my thing, my way of thinking. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think. But yeah, that is the end of the story. If you want more of these stories, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I see you guys next one.